And I know that you guys take what I say with a grain of salt, and I'm okay with that. But this, when it comes to the Ashlee Jenae situation, there's a lot of questions here.
Well, I'll be damned, y'all. Zaddy done had another black woman in 2026.
Before we get into today's video, I do want to take a moment to talk about something very serious and heartbreaking. If you've been on TikTok recently, then you've seen the news about Ashlee Jenae. Her sudden passing has shocked a lot of people online, especially those who actually followed her and her content and watched her personality grow on social media. From what's been circulating, the situation surrounding her passing has left many fans confused, emotional, and searching for answers. There's been an outpouring of reactions across TikTok from people who knew her personally, to creators speaking out, to our viewers, trying to piece together actually what happened between her and McCain. But this suddenly quickly gets me to reminding myself that we are also connected through social media. So in this video, we're going to take a look at some of the TikTok reactions and what people are saying in the overall conversation surrounding Ashlee Jenae's passing. I also want to approach respectfully, because at the end of the day, this is someone's life and someone's family going through a difficult time. So guys, please be please be kind in the comments, okay? Because there are some, circulating rumors about her as well. So let's please be nice. Thank you. Okay. Like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let's get into the reactions.
Hey, yo, man, let's talk about it, man, because they saying Miss Ashlee, she done passed away suspiciously, man, and the family suggesting how they thinking it's some suspicious play, man. Let's talk about it. Now, it's an interracial couple here, man. I guess, you know what I'm saying, they've been going viral because I guess they went on a trip to somewhere where it was, zebras and lions, somewhere in Africa or something. I don't fucking know. But long story short, man, on everything, they talking about she ain't make it back. Suspiciously, she done passed away, woke up unconscious. Now, people suggesting, look at Buddy's face. They saying he looked like he did it. But they out here on trips, bruh. They on trips, you know what I'm saying? All the girls want the trips, you know what I'm saying? Because people already like they don't even look good together. They don't even look like they go together. Now, that's love is love. But I'm saying, though, these pictures, man, his face in these pictures, they just seem awkward, man. And they talking about the girl that ended up, you know what I'm saying, randomly, bro. I don't know how old she is, but she looked way younger than him, and I'm gonna keep it a stack. Buddy right here, he just looked like he did it, man. Like, he just got a face like he did it. I promise you. Just something about dude, like, for real. Like, I don't know, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think, though, man. But she unalive, rest in peace to her. The family done made a statement because they thinking, nah, this fishy. The family done made a statement. You could pause this and read this, but they done made a statement pretty much saying this is random. Because one minute she celebrating, next minute, you know what I'm saying, randomly. Like, come on, what happened? And then, you know what I'm saying, people probably already felt some type of way about him and her. Because like I said, all the pictures, I don't know, man. The pictures say 1,000 words. And something about Buddy seemed like he'll do it. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think, though, man. Love is love. Y'all let me know what y'all think, though. I don't know too much about their relationship, but she gone on the trip with him. People saying it's foul play involved. They thinking. Y'all drop it in them comments, man. Homie ain't arrested, but they pretty much trying to say it like it's him, man. Like he the #1 suspect right now. But hey, let y'all know more on this story. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop it in them comments.
Well, I'll be damned, y'all. Zaddy done had another black woman in 2026. And we only 4 months in. Matter of fact, I saw a post that 20 black women have already been deleted this year. And this would make 21, by the way. This woman was found strung up after her husband strangled her to deletion, right? And he basically hung her lifeless body up to try to portray it as like do or die attempt, right? We on TikTok, so I gotta say do or die. Oh, it gets worse. There are self-hating tweets from this lady. Get a load of this, y'all. Get a load of this. I've been saying since the 3rd grade, my children will be mixed. LMAO. This is from 2013. This is from 2013, y'all. Not only did she go out dating outside of her race, she went out being a self-hating BLK woman, by the way. This is a damn shame. We 4 months into this year and already 20 of y'all have been taken out for dating outside your race. 2 of y'all, well, like, yeah. So that means like 5 of y'all are losing y'all life a month for dating outside y'all race. And of course, Zaddy gonna get a pass, so it's only gonna get worse, because these YT men see that y'all give them passes. As usual, I just want to say rest in preference and swirl in peace.
So you telling me a beautiful black lady who just got flew to Africa on her birthday weekend, out there living luxury, underlines herself. Us in the black community know what the fuck is up. Like, come on now. Keep it a buck with y'all. He did that shit. Now, for y'all who don't know, this is a story of Ashlee Jenae, a beautiful black lady right there, who went out to Africa for her birthday trip just this past couple of weeks. And somehow the resort had pronounced her unalive. Story don't sit right with me because we know what type of dudes these is. Y'all glorify this interracial relationship, dating shit, chasing the money, chasing the proximity to white. And I don't want to say it's sad, but most of the time these situations happen like this. Sometimes y'all feel like us black dudes or us black men be hating and all that. That's simply not true. We know these type of dudes and we know what they about. They talk this good game to y'all. They might have the money. Y'all gotta stop chasing this money and stop chasing this white proximity, especially if you don't study their culture or know what they're about. Y'all go in there blind to the luxury, thinking, oh, I'm gonna live this type of lifestyle, or he got this type of money. These white dudes be on game. They know what y'all want. They know the only reason that y'all talk to them is for money. They be on that type of game. That's probably what that dude probably felt. Oh, she's only with me. And when they get emotional, they get emotional. Oh, she's probably only with me for the money. She don't really care about me. And probably went in there and did something that he was been thinking about doing. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. We got to stop acting like we don't know these people or what they do. I'm not even trying to talk down on her name or anything like that. But why are we talking down on our counterparts, our black men, once we get into these interracial relationships? Now, from what I seen in the comments that she had made on her Instagram, I guess she was replying to somebody. It says, "Oh, brother, I see 305 in your bio. Let's talk about all the Miami men, not white, beating their woman still, or is that too touchy? Go live your life while I live mine." Every day, black men wake up and find ways to embarrass us. I don't know why people get into these interracial relationships and feel like they have to talk down on their community because they feel like they in a new or a better position, as they want to call it. I don't agree with that 100%. Now, I can say people were in her comments warning her, telling her that this man will do this to you, this man will do that to you. She was simply ignoring that fact, looking over it, and the other woman of color up in the comment section help boosting it up, glorifying it. Oh, girl, you got you one. Glad for you, girly, and all that. And a black man, come on now. A black man would never done those like that. It's probably 3 out of 10, or probably lesser than that have probably done something like that. A black man doing that to a black woman is very, very unlikely. That shit don't happen on a regular basis because our women, the way y'all treat us and the way y'all held y'all standards against black men, I highly doubt that would have happened. And I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. I highly doubt that would have happened with a black man. And I'm going to just keep it real. We got to stop acting like black man is so dangerous or black woman is so toxic up in our community. We got to help uplift our community. We got to stand with each other. We gotta be together. We gotta be for one another. How else we supposed to uplift our community? How else we supposed to teach these younger generation in our community to do better? We can't. If we sitting around talking down on each other, I'm gonna be realistic. If we sitting around talking down on each other and feeling like we have to go out the race for some type of happiness, that's not the key to happiness. I'm being realistic with y'all. Dating outside your race is not the key to happiness. The key to happiness is getting yourself together, getting your mental together, being happy on your own. That's the key to happiness. And then you go out to find your partner. Stop dating the same dudes. Stop dating toxic dudes and then blaming the whole culture for their actions. Stop dating these toxic women and then blaming the whole culture for their actions. It's not the same. I'm being realistic with y'all. But y'all don't want to talk about that. I'm just saying, man. We gotta stay strong. We gotta unite and stick together. These are just my thoughts on this type of situation. May she rest in peace and make they get justice for her death in order. Because we all know what's up with this situation. You know, right or wrong, we all still black at the end of the day, and we all still gotta support each other, right or wrong. That's just my take on it. It's the Black Channel. Make sure y'all like this video, follow if you haven't, and drop your thoughts below. I want to see what y'all think about this situation. Am I right or wrong? Let me know.
Don't call upon black man for help, no. Una call upon me, all of the women and rally round. All I want to rally, getting on the feminine energy and rally round. No call upon a black man for help, no. We are the worst. Remember, black man is the worst. White man is king. Master. Haile Selassie, aye. Yes, that's white man. No call upon we now. Me no want to come tell you for protest. Me no feel like no black man supposed to go out there to protest. Based on them Twitter tweets. We not supposed to go out there to protest. We're not supposed to go out there to protest for you. What you say? Every day black men wake up and find new ways to embarrass us. We not protesting. We not repost. We not put on our story. Remember good, I don't tell nothing already. And I don't care. We not doing it. White man you want, white man you get. Master you want, master you get. That's all it comes down to.
Alright, since we talking about it, let's talk about it. Now, I need black women and black men to hear me out for a second before you jump me in my comments, okay? But first, quick recap. We have 31-year-old Ashlee Robinson and her boyfriend, Joe McCann. They both traveled to Zanzibar, Tanzania for her 31st birthday. While on this trip, they got engaged. Now, shortly after that, Ashlee calls her mother. She tells her mother that the two got into an argument and they've been put in separate rooms. And then, shortly after that, she's deceased. Let's talk about the comments she made about black men. They were absolutely wrong. No excuses. I'm not defending it. Out of pocket. I can't believe you said that. Can't believe you said that last week. And here's where the conversation is getting a little sideways. Are we really at a place where something somebody said means they don't get justice? Two things can be right at the same time. Yeah, what she said was disrespectful as fuck, right? But at the same time, no one deserves to lose their life. No one's mother and father should be wondering what happened to them. Both can definitely be true. But me personally, if I don't like something that somebody said, I don't add to the negative comments. I just keep it pushing. There's a huge difference between that's not my fight and I don't care to speak on it, and she deserved it, I'm glad it happened. And I want to be clear about something. What I am talking about is bigger than internet comments. I'm talking about femicide. Women being harmed and killed because they are women. That conversation is not about race. It's not about who you date. It's about safety, period. My question is, who gets to decide who deserves justice based on what they said at one point? We don't gotta like her. We don't gotta defend her words. But we also don't have to lose our humanity in the process. That's it. That's the conversation.
Black women need to stop dating white men. It's not the gotcha you think it is every time a black woman is unalived by her non-black partner. And it comes up all the time as this big gotcha of how black women should stop dating interracially, even though black women date the least outside of their race, which means a lot of the other violence that black women experience is intra-racial. But interracial or intraracial dating here is not the issue. The issue is men's violence against women regardless of their race. Influencer and model Ashlee Jenae was found passed away in the African country of Tanzania. She was there with her fiance, Joe McCann, and they traveled there for her birthday. She turned 31 and he proposed to her the same day. A few days later, she was found allegedly in their hotel room. We're not sure if she was in a hanging position because her fiance, Joe McCann, allegedly told police that she had unalived herself. However, she had been passed away for 2 days. So if it's unclear whether he stayed in that hotel room with her in that position, or some reports have said that she had unalived herself via hanging from a tree, which we already know it's BS. So there's a lot of information that we are not getting. And in fact, allegedly, Joe McCann did not call her family to let them know that their child had passed away. In fact, it is her best friend and PR person who is trying to get this story to get traction so she can get as much information as possible. It is believed that it was the Tanzanian authorities who contacted the family via the emergency information that she had listed. It wasn't him who contacted them, even though they were together and he is supposed to be her fiance. According to some online reports, this Joe McCann person is allegedly some sort of financier, crypto stuff. This is his website. I'm not familiar with this kind of work, but I did ask somebody who is, and even he said it looked a little bit suspicious. Apparently, he might have been doing well for himself before, but he lost quite a lot of money recently. People were slamming him, calling him all sorts of names. So it felt like his business was going down at the time. Another thing that might raise your eyebrows is that if you look at Ashlee Jenae and Joe McCann, it looks as there's a age gap, and quite a significant one. Ashlee Jenae just turned 31 and she looks even younger. Joe McCann looks to be more closer to 50. And we already know relationships with age gaps are always, a lot of the times, they're usually kind of a red flag. We also know that a lot of alleged predators do prey on people who are vulnerable. Influencers, particularly younger female influencers, are usually pretty vulnerable. For one, they're young. A lot of times they're dealing with complete strangers a lot. They're traveling from place to place. They have to interact with a lot of different people. They're also trying to maintain a certain lifestyle. Some of them also have a lot of trauma. So they become, predators taking these things and they use that as an opening to cause them harm. She is not the first influencer who has been allegedly unalived by a partner or somebody, that was supposed to be the one to love and protect her. Back to the crime scene. Authorities have not released how the body was found, especially since it was reported after 2 days. Was she still up there? Had she been moved? Also, it says that she quote-unquote hanged herself with a rope. Usually women don't really do, the hanging or the use of a weapon because self-unalivings that are of that violence are usually done by men. In majority of African cultures, self-unaliving is considered taboo. In some countries like Tanzania, self-unaliving or an attempt at taking your own life is actually illegal. So it seems highly unlikely that she would travel all the way from the United States, go to Tanzania, unalive herself on her birthday after she had posted that she's looking forward to the next chapter, and right after she got engaged, and she was she seemed very happy, like she has a whole life ahead of herself. Usually people who are trying to unalive themselves, they don't usually make plans about the future. They might donate their clothes, start saying goodbye, and they're not really looking forward to anything. So this story has so many holes that we're not really getting answers to. And unfortunately, the rates of domestic violence, gender violence in African countries are really high. And a lot of times the authorities don't tend to care that much, and especially this alleged, Joe McCann, the fiance, he's white, he's a tourist, he's a man. So there's already a power imbalance, with Ashlee Jenae. But he also has the justice systems of these countries on his side. So they're gonna try to protect him first. Also, when a Western tourist is allegedly does something bad in these other countries, those countries, they rush more to protect him because they don't want their countries to be known as unsafe. So saying that she unalived herself, it was an accident, they're putting their own country's tourism first, and they're trying not to get in trouble with like Western countries. So, and also he's from the United States. The government, well, this government in particular, won't be too eager to pursue justice in this case, which is why her family, her friends are trying to get the word out as much as they can. We have seen a general increase in gender violence, in femicides, violence against women, which is why at the beginning of my video, I said interracial relationships are not the gotcha in this case. I am not minimizing the concerns or the dangers of interracial dating, particularly when it comes to Black women. Black women rarely date outside of their race. Majority of their Black women's relationships are intra-racial, which makes majority of the violence intra-racial. However, we've also noticed that when Black women do date interracially, for some reason, people just have this desperate, they're so desperate to cause us harm. But Black women get blamed when they are harmed in interracial relationships and in intra-racial relationships. So it becomes about Black women's choices, and it is not about Black women's choices. It is about men's violence against women, because these predators, they are predators, okay? They prey on the victims that they choose. Black women, unfortunately, tend to be way more vulnerable than other groups of women. This is men's violence against women, okay? Because we see predators from all sorts of races, all sorts of socioeconomic class, all sorts of career jobs. The problem, again, is men's violence, because even this alleged fiance, he's being protected by authorities that are run by men. The people that are rushing in the comments to victim blame this Black woman are men. The person who is being quoted in the victim blaming of this Black woman is Dr. Umar, also a man. I do want to be clear that I'm not defending white men, because this alleged fiance is a white man. I am pointing out that this is not a gotcha to try and, stop Black women from dating interracially or continuously blame them, as we continuously get blamed for everything. This is specifically violence against women. Okay, and the blame is not on the woman. Whatever she did before, this blame specifically is with the person who took her life. And hopefully these authorities will investigate so she can get justice and her family can get justice. I almost forgot to mention, apparently this Joe person allegedly scrubbed her off his social media and Instagram. And even in the 2 days that she's been passed away, he's been posting on Twitter about crypto as if nothing happened. And he hasn't, spoken anything. Usually, if you lose the person you were supposed to spend the rest of your life with, particularly on your birthday, you would be pretty devastated and desperately trying to get answers. It is not clear whether he's in the States or still in Tanzania. So there's a lot of suspicious events happening, and hopefully these authorities will get it right this time and at least find justice for Ashlee Jenae. Say her name.
So people are all up on my timeline talking about some Ashlee Jenae or Ashlee something like that. And then it didn't take, less than a day to find all of her social medias with some very, very problematic anti-black man tweets. So now I just do not have no sympathy or empathy. I don't care what happened. I don't have any sympathy or empathy towards white supremacy, white supremacists, or its enablers. Do with that what you will.
I think that those past comments and old tweets are inexcusable. Absolutely not. I do think there's a time and place, and it's kind of convenient how nobody finds these comments and tweets or even cares to even look it up until after the person's died or no longer here, which is kind of crazy. Now, the whole narrative that this keeps on pushing, and I keep seeing people fearmonger this to the ends of the earth at this point. You will see a bunch of people sit there and see this is why you don't date outside your race. I only got two questions about that. One, does this apply to everybody, or does this only apply to one group of people? That's number one. Number two, what's the excuse or what's the thing that people tend to point to if it's two people who are dating within the same race, whether they're married or in a relationship, and one person or the other decides to have a full-blown crash out and meltdown and decides to kill their wife or husband? What's the excuse? It's two words: mental health. So how come this can't be a mental health issue? Now, granted, I do think that there's a two things can be true type of situation here where both this white dude and his fiance, they both realize that we both got issues, we both got problems, let's work through it. I'll accept you for what you are. We'll try to work on it along the way. Or I think I can fix you. I think that's the biggest crutch that a lot of people tend to lean on. I can fix this person. At the end of the day, you cannot repair a home with a broken foundation, or one that's about to cave in for that matter. The people with the issues have to make the change themselves. There's nothing you could do but maybe at best influence change. The person who has to execute the change is the person with the problems. In this case, it may have been both of y'all who had some problems. She had her problems with, pedestalizing certain people, and he had his problems with potentially being a racist for all we know. Not only potentially being a racist, but to have a full-blown meltdown to the point you allegedly unalive your brand new fiance. Like, this is just baffling and bizarre. It tells me two people fell madly in love very quickly, and they possibly jumped over the broom too early. Way too soon.
So yesterday I reported on the tragic passing of Ashlee Jenae, who they were claiming allegedly unalived herself while out on vacation with her fiance Joe McCain. And like I said yesterday, and will continue to say, something just does not seem right about this, because why would you wait and go all the way to Tanzania, a vacation of a lifetime, to unalive yourself? Like, it just doesn't give that, at all. Well, I just recently read a report not too long ago that stated that her fiance is currently being questioned by police and they have taken his passport. And while there's some people that's going to say, well, they're going to question him because he was the only one there and he may have information on the situation, I feel like they're getting closer to figuring out exactly what the hell happened, because the family, for one, is not letting up, and for two, something just is not right. And I'm really hoping that this is going to bring the family closer to getting the closure that they deserve and the answers that they're so rightfully entitled to. Because again, what do you mean? She's 31 years old, celebrating her birthday, celebrating an engagement, celebrating love, life, the whole everything, and she decides that this is a trip out of all trips to unalive herself? No. But of course, as we continue to get more information, I'll keep you guys updated, so make sure you hit that follow button. I appreciate your support.
Ashlee Jenae's parents have been very prudent yet graceful in them speaking on the untimely death of their daughter. She was a social media influencer who lost her life, or life was taken, in Zanzibar, Africa, while she was on a trip with her newly engaged fiance. And a lot of people have been remarking on, you know, different things, and that it did not add up to and align with the person that she was. Now, her parents have opted not to make one. Every time they've been questioned and asked directly about Joe, they always say, you know, that they're waiting on the autopsy results, that they're waiting to get, you know, answers. They did say that he did take 11 hours before contacting them after he found her, and that he was kind of being evasive and not very forthcoming with information. So I think that they are saying a lot without saying a lot. But again, I think it speaks to their character and their resolve and their strength in the fact of them not giving in to the feelings that they probably are feeling concerning the untimely death, especially speaking about how if it's found that she committed suicide, that it definitely doesn't align with the type of person that she was, talking about how happy she was, how she had been texting them, sending them pictures, just upbeat. And again, it's not like, y'all, that depression or things like that can present itself in different ways, but when you put together the fact that she was arguing with her fiance, they had to not only contact the hotel staff, but the hotel staff contacted the police, that it may have been something grander. Now, again, yeah, I know that it must be hard and to me for them to wait in order to not make, you know, because they don't want to be accused. I'm pretty sure probably don't want to have to face, you know, the legal backlash of it either. But my condolences to them, and I pray that they continue to gain strength from it, and that you all stop writing these crude comments and inferring as if she deserved it because she chose to date outside of her race. Black men do kill black women too, y'all, that date within their race. So inferring or outright stating that this is what you can expect to happen when you date white men or men of other colors, if black men haven't taken the lives of black women that they dated, married to, or whatever, is completely ludicrous. And again, a very unfeeling comment to write or to say, especially during somebody in one of the probably the worst moments of their life. Again, I really hope that the family gets the answers that they need to get the closure, so that they can begin healing properly.
There's only one thing worse than being the victim of a suspicious death, and that is being a victim of a suspicious death in a foreign country. 31-year-old Ashlee Robinson, also known as Ashlee Jenae, goes on a birthday trip to Tanzania with her 45-year-old boyfriend, Joe McCann. 2 days before her 31st birthday, on April the 3rd, Joe asked for her hand in marriage. On April the 5th, her 31st birthday, she shares the engagement pictures on social media. 4 days later, on April the 9th, her and Joe get into an altercation, one that gets so heated that the resort separates them and puts them in separate villas. Ashlee then makes a phone call to her mom and tells her about the altercation. Ashlee is then found unconscious in her room, apparently hanging in her closet in the villa. She then died later at a local hospital. Now get this, Joe never reached out to her parents to tell her that she was in the hospital or that the incident even occurred. The hotel reached out to her parents. So supposedly the fiance's passport has been withheld, but he has not been arrested and no charges have been filed. He and Ashlee apparently met in 2024, and he is the founder and CEO of Asymmetric Financial, a cryptic fund. Ashlee was a model, an actress, and an influencer. Now, initially, when this story broke on April the 12th, the first thing I heard is that she took her own life, and I don't buy it. I don't buy it one bit. This young, beautiful woman did not get on a first-class flight to Tanzania and enjoy her trip in Africa to go in a closet and take herself out. That doesn't even make sense. And where there's smoke, there's fire. Where there's a man, there's a bear. But because this happened in another country, this family is not going to get justice easily. Rest in peace to Ashlee. This is yet another tragic story. All right, love y'all. Bye.
So some of the girlies are upset because I said Ashlee Jenae is an escort or was an escort off of social media, influencer on social media. Okay, let me let y'all know something. She attracted the followers and her clout on social media by the work that she was doing off of social media. First of all, let's just make sense real quick. See, a lot of y'all like to like to disguise y'all escort work with having expectations and standards, when in reality, y'all just selling it, okay? Now, y'all get mad at females like me who get on here and just tell the truth, right? Like, it's okay, you living that lifestyle, you that type of person, but don't get on here and act like you're not doing shit that you, like degrading yourself. Don't act like it is not a price to pay to be with these men who are paying for you to have a certain lifestyle, right? Cassie isn't the only girl that traded in her dignity and self-respect for a lifestyle, period. She's not, right? See, the problem is a lot of y'all try to disguise it again as expectations and standards, when in reality it's just escort work. You're willing to sacrifice and trade in certain things for a certain lifestyle, and that's exactly what this situation was. Okay, now someone who's done adult entertainment, who's done adult work, I'll let you know something. There's not that much enjoyment that comes with dating an old ass white man, okay, as a very young beautiful girl, right? We got this girl, she's in rappers' videos, she's hanging around rappers, trust me, that wasn't her top pick. She used to be sitting courtside at basketball games and at the football games and stuff. You want to know why? Because she really wanted a ball player, but that nasty, wrinkly old white man was the one who chose her, right? And she was okay with it because he was in finance. He got the money, he got the gulag. But understand that there is a price to pay when you sign up for a life like that, okay? And she paid the price. That's just what it is. I don't promote that lifestyle to your younger girls. It is what it is. I just don't. It traumatizes you mentally, emotionally, physically. There's nothing wrong with going out, educating yourself, getting a job, and having, just earning it, hustling for your own shit.
Number one, I'm going to assume that all of us are in agreement that Ashlee did not unalive herself. Okay. 2, I see that a lot of black men have changed their feelings about her death due to the fact that they've pulled up old social media posts of her basically talking shit about black men. Now, I'm not going to knock y'all. Y'all are entitled to y'all's feelings. I know that in the past, if a black man has lost his life at the hands of a non-black woman and we pulled up his post and he was talking shit about us, we basically was like, okay, well, peace be with you. So I'm not gonna knock y'all. I'm not gonna knock you because, but now y'all know how we feel. Okay. 3, what y'all not gonna do though is get in the comments of the videos where her death is being discussed and make it seem like she would still be alive today had she been dealing with a black man. Not when every single day there is a news story put out about a black woman losing her life at the hands of a black man. So, y'all might as well stop right there. Okay? For me, this story is less about the color of his skin and more so about the reality that there are a lot of unhealed little boys cosplaying as grown adult men who truly have their shit together. There are a lot of men on this earth who don't know how to properly navigate through their feelings, their emotions. They don't know how to check and control their temper. Rather than seeking help, they rather walk around filled with jealousy, animosity, hostility, anger, resentment. And the thing is, when you meet these men, they are the most charming men. They know what to say. They know what to do. And any woman would fall for that. And y'all will literally get these women wrapped around y'all fingers. And as soon as y'all know y'all got them, y'all will wear their asses out and down until there's nothing left. Sometimes not even a body. The entitlement that a lot of men have on this planet due to the fact that they are a part of the male species is alarming. Y'all feel that y'all are at the tippity top and everything else beneath you belongs to you. You have rights to it. And if it's not given to you, you can just take it. Even if what you're taking is someone else's life. Y'all are not held accountable enough for me. You're not. And that is why a lot of y'all walk around the way that y'all do. You need to get help. Like, I'm not even playing. Y'all need to get help. Men, when you see other men doing some flaw shit, call them out. Hold them accountable. Make them stand on that. Make them see that this is not the way things should be. And ladies, it's time that we start looking past the good looks and trying to peek up in them wallets. Let's peek up in them backgrounds. Let's find out what type of man we're really dealing with on the inside. What kind of man are you about to give your body to? What kind of man are you about to have kids with? Because I don't know about y'all, but I am tired of seeing my sisters being placed underground while these men still get to carry on their lives. Come on, y'all.
I want to talk about the situation that's going on with Ashlee Jenae. The influencer that passed away over in Africa. I got a download yesterday, and I wasn't going to talk about this because I just didn't want to really talk about it. This is not really my normal content, in my opinion, because I don't really like speaking on deceased, because it'd be a lot of energy and they come to me and I have to do what I gotta do to kind of get them away from me. But she's making it very adamant that she wants people to know that she did not do this to herself. Now again, it's a lot of energy. I'm gonna try to get through it as quick as I can, because it's a lot. Yesterday, I know that they have come out and said that it was due to strangulation. Yesterday, Spirit blankly showed me that she was strangled. And they showed me this, and like now my throat is getting tight as I'm speaking, okay? Again, I'm gonna try to get through with this. It's a whole lot of energy. It's anger. It's a lot of energy. It's a lot of energy. They showed me yesterday that she was strangled. And I was gonna make a video, and I was like, no, that ain't what we do. We don't do the deceased. We only deal with our ancestors. But it is out on my For You page, and she is making it very known that she wants people to know that she did not do this to herself. Like, she just keeps repeating, I did not do this to myself. They have to know that I did not do this to myself. Like, she literally keeps repeating that over and over and over again. Okay? And like I said, she was strangled. That's why the whole suicide thing with the whole top, that's why all of that had to be in play, because it was a cover-up to cover up the marks that were on her neck. Now, she's dark-skinned, but as her body gets more cold, you will be able to see fingerprints on the body. Okay, but I get the energy that he didn't do it too hard. That's why she was still alive when she went to the hospital. So she's tiny, but if he didn't put enough pressure on it, it may not necessarily show his finger or handprints, but it should. I don't know, but they're showing me that that's what he did. Now, number two, I don't know what y'all see, because all in her comments, all of y'all, this is the soft life I want. May this kind of love find me. This is all in her comments and all her posts when it comes to him. Let me tell y'all something. The first picture that I saw of them together, I saw evil. I just saw evil. He is pure evil. His eyes. Now, I get it. I have a gift. I see energy. I see behind the eyes. The eyes speak clear as day as evil, especially in a couple pictures. I may add them down here somewhere so that y'all can see what I'm talking about.
But it ain't too many pictures. His eyes scream evil to me, like he has an evil streak. Second of all, there were people in her comments telling her, warning her that he was going to do something to her. Now, granted, there are people that troll. I get that. But I get the energy that this was planned. This is not something out the blue that he decided to do. I get the energy that it was already kind of like planned, just not, this is like premature. Like he wasn't planning on doing it right now. And what has happened is, a lot of people was like, he went through that phone. No, she found out something. They're like, yes. She found out something about him and found out his true colors and who he truly was. And whatever that information is, he didn't want it to get out. And that's why he did what he did. Now, a lot of people, I know y'all gonna be like, well, who said he did it? Who said he did it? Man, this be the problem when it comes when it comes to social media. Y'all, and the thing about it too is, I have so much to say and there's so much energy. Y'all be wanting that soft life, but I don't understand why y'all are dating outside of y'all race. Now, granted, like, why are y'all dating men? I don't get that. I've never understood that. Because for one, you pissing off your ancestors. Your ancestors don't like it. So I don't understand why y'all are dating. Now, other races are cool. It's that race that they be having a problem with. And y'all be thinking that, my thing is, I want a soft life. I don't even like it when Summer Walker, and I don't like to bring other people up around stuff, but I don't even like when she posted stuff about that, and then you have the nerves to bring this man with you on this award show, like that's your sugar daddy. Like, that's not cute. You have young girls looking up to you. You have young women looking up to you. And you think that this is how they're going to... You're basically saying, this is how y'all get a soft life. No, you get a soft life by working your butt off or finding you somebody else that wants to give you that soft life. But why does it have to be that to give you a soft life? I'm so confused. I'm like so confused. I don't understand why y'all don't see it as modern day slavery. We already are slaves as it is. And I don't understand why you don't see it as like modern day slavery to marry them, bear their children, just so that you can have a soft life. I'm so confused as to why that's not, why nobody sees that. I remember being asked a long time ago if I would date outside my race and if I would date that type of man. And you know what my answer was? It wasn't a no. It was, if I, and I don't know if I can say this on here, but I'm going to say it anyway. I'm going to try to talk in codes. If I can tie to a tree and whip him, easiest way to say it, until I no longer want to whip him, and he still claims he loves me, then maybe yeah. Which in all nationality is a hell no. Because who in their right mind is going to love you after you do all of that? That's why I don't understand how you guys can be so forgiving in this lifetime when slavery is not too long far-fetched. And on top of that, the man has evil in his eyes. There are several pictures of them together where I see pure evil. I see behind the eyes. I see. In one of those pictures, I even see like him saying, I got one. Like he's in some type of cult. And he's giving a message that I got one and I'm going to get this one. And look what happened. And then all of y'all in them comments, I hope this type of love finds me. Why is it that y'all have to date outside y'all race in order to get a soft life? I get it. Our men are broken. Trust me. I get that. How do you think they got broke? I'm just going to leave that there. How do you think they got broke? I wait. Yeah, that's what I thought. They got broken for a reason, so that you would run to them for a soft life. When in reality, you ain't getting a soft life. You're just a modern day slave. Now, granted, don't get me wrong. There are some true white men that love they black woman down. Hands down to y'all. And I can see y'all. I see y'all for who y'all truly are. But this man has pure evil in his eyes. When I saw the first picture of them together, I said, woo, why didn't nobody see this? Then on top of that, why does this older white man want this beautiful young black woman? Why? And I'm going to be honest, I get the energy this was planned. And I just, like I said earlier, I get the energy that she saw something. She got a hold of something, whether it's his phone, some type of information she got a hold of. And whatever that information was, he does not want it out. And that's why he did what he did. Because in order to do that to somebody, you have to, you have to be purely evil. And the reason why I say that is because you have to look at the person while you're doing it. But again, I see pure evil in his eyes when I see pictures of him. He has pure evil in his eyes. That's a fact. And a lot of these cult members be blatantly in y'all face, and y'all be thinking, oh, it's a soft life. No, man. You can give yourself the soft life. I'm going to repeat that. You can give yourself the soft life. The soft life does not require you to have money. That's the problem with y'all. Y'all operate off of greed and off of money, and they know that. That's why they want y'all, because they know if I just throw this, do that, they gonna come. He didn't like her, and Show didn't love her. He did not like her. In one of those pictures I saw, and I'm like, the energy spoke to me. He doesn't like her. It's not his type. And I'm going to say this too. I got an energy that that's some type of ex. There's a woman that he used to deal with. Or she may not be an ex. She might be a family member. But it's a woman that knew this was going to happen to her. And I get the energy that she is the one that, she's one of the people that was in the comments saying that he's going to do this and do that to you. Because they knew what he was up to. They knew he had this dark side to him. They know that he was pure evil. They know because they witnessed it, or they was once in her shoes. I get that energy clear as day. That there is some woman, an ex. They're saying like an ex, that he showed this type of evil behavior to once before, but she got out before it was too late. It's so much energy. Like, she is so furious. Like, her energy is just like so furious. Like, she's so mad. She can't. The only thing she just keeps saying is, I don't want people to think I did this to myself. Please let people know that I did not do this to myself. I did not do this to myself. But again, she found something. She's showing me a phone. She found something out about a phone. Something about a phone. She found out something about him. Whatever this is, he didn't want it out. So he did what he did. Not saying, and here's the thing too, I get the energy like I said before. This was just playing all along. And y'all gotta ask yourself, y'all black beautiful women that are influencers, that are beautiful. You ain't gotta be an influencer, these black beautiful young women. You have to ask yourself, why does this older white man want me on his arm? Why? What is the reasoning for me as a black, young, beautiful woman? What is it that you see in me that wants me on your arm? And why do I deserve to be on your arm? It can't be about money. It can't be. It has to be a valid reason. And I'm telling y'all what it is. There's an influencer on here. Now, she ain't came up on my For You page. She had kids before she met this man. They recently, last time I heard, they was having some marital problems. I don't even see what she sees in him either. Because I get the energy that she had kids before she met him, and she was in a bad position. And what he do? He played Captain Saver, and he saved her from this marriage that she was in. And now they was having some type of problems or something, and she done had a child by him. I'm sorry. I just see it as modern day slavery. I don't care what nobody says. That's what I see throughout a lot of these situations. Now you got some of these that are hippies, that they love their woman. They hippies. You know how hippies are. Hippies love. They just love everybody. Those are genuine people. And what's so crazy is that the one that I'm talking about with the wife that played Captain Saberhole and him, they look alike. They both got a bald head. They both have them funny looking eyes. Weird. That's kind of ironic. But this is what Spirit just showed me, that they look alike. But anyways, we have got to stop wanting the soft life from other people. Give yourself the soft life. The soft life doesn't have to include money. It can include you going to get your nails done, going to the spa, taking yourself out of town. Give yourself the soft life until our black men get it together. Because I get the end. We are in transition. The world is transitioning. Our men are trying to transition. They're trying. Now, they're slow, but they're trying. A lot of them are trying. So, and a lot of them need some healing. They need some cleansings. They need a lot. But a lot of y'all need healing too. Because if you think that man's gonna give you a soft life that you can't give yourself just so that he can pay for some you can do for yourself, you got another thing coming. I just don't get it. It's just way too much. It's too much. It's just too much. It's too much. She just keeps saying that she wants people to know that she did not do this to herself. She did not do this to herself. And it's so crazy because before they said this strangulation stuff, Spirit showed me, my ancestors, my spirit team showed me clear as day yesterday that she was strangled. And I started to make a video then, and I was like, I'm not getting into that. And that's exactly what I said. Then today, she just keeps saying she did not do it to herself. Like, she keeps repeating. And it's so much energy. Like, there's rage, there's hatred. Whew. It's a lot. Heart broken. Like, I can feel the heart is heavy, and it's just a lot. And my head started hurting earlier when she came to me, and she came in, and I had to tell her to step back because it's too much energy. She is enraged. Like, she's furious. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm done. Y'all gotta learn to give yourself the soft life. I'm sorry. Go heal. Go heal. Go heal. Go take yourself out on a date. Go take yourself somewhere. Like, go heal. Y'all be blessed. If you don't know who I am, I'm Lovely Lotus AC. I am an intuitive energy reader. I'm also an intuitive spiritual life coach. Y'all be blessed.
I'ma just go ahead and say it. Ashlee Jenae is someone who chose the bear. Now, I really don't care what race you date. But in this case, like, if you're a black woman and you want to date a white boy, that's cool. But don't try to shit on black men because you want to be with a white boy. But then when something happens to you like this, people are supposed to feel sorry for you. And now she's gone. And look at it. Look at the situation. Literally chose the bear. Pasta and lobster. That's what y'all was saying. I was trying to put black men down, then something happened like this. We supposed to be compassionate and protect black women. Nah. You wanted to leave a black king. You want to play in his grass. You want to go play in some white sand. So that, it is what it is. You do the same thing if a black man date a white woman and something happened to him. Y'all say we gonna mind our black business. So that's what a lot of fellas are doing. I think it's a sad situation. I think it's bad. I think anybody can date whoever they want to. It's none of our business. We're not dating them. But don't try to put your race down just because you want to date another race. That's my take on that situation. Sad situation. Rest in peace.
DGAF. I don't give a fuck. Period.
Sort of fun. Like, if it means, making fun of these hoes and like, why the fuck not?